Hey everybody, welcome to Mid America Dirt. I'm Skip, and I'm happy to be joined by Garrett Thompson from Joplin, Missouri. Garrett, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. Just hanging out this evening. Going to do a
Hi.
podcast with you. So this is my first one, and I'm excited.
Oh, I hope I do a good job.
I hope
I
I do
do,
too.
man.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Uh, I just like to come on here and shoot the breeze, man, and just kind of talk about how you got started in racing. Like I
Yeah.
know I heard how your brother got started, and
hmm
how did you get into it?
I've actually been racing basically since I was about four. My dad and my mom got me a PW50 for Christmas when I was four, and I think I started racing dirt bikes at maybe five or six. I don't exactly remember, but I started racing from there. And then I raced until I was probably 12. I honestly wasn't any good at the dirt bike thing, but um, I was just basically did that till I was probably 10 or 12. And then Kyle got a dirt car in 2015. And that's basically when I quit riding dirt bikes and started helping him. And then I had a National Repair Center. Kyle got them as a really good sponsor, and they got me a Midwest mod for my birthday in 2018 when I was 13. And me and my dad went from there and started building it. And I raced a little bit in 2018. And then from 2018, I've pretty much been racing since then.
Yeah, I know when I first met you up there at Monette in the pits, I guess it was your dad, maybe
Yeah, that's fine.
that that you said your brother was a driver, but you were a driver and you built your car.
Yep. Yeah, me and my dad, we actually basically we had an idea, and it was a crazy idea. We about killed each other doing it, but anyway, we just come up with an idea and to build a race car, and really just we had my dad got a frame for an old frame for $100, and we stuck it on the jig and just pretty much just started building. And we went from there. And I think it took about 2 months to build the frame, and then I started getting parts and putting it, piecing it together, and uh, basically just got it from basically bare straight metal to a complete frame. And I think it was about 4 months.
That's
So
awesome, man.
yeah, it was really cool, and it's actually obviously went way better than I expected it to do. I didn't honestly expect it to be as good as it is, but it's
Is
been.
that what's sitting behind you right now?
Yeah, this is a car me and my dad built. We
Oh, that's
called
awesome.
TR1 Racing Chassis is what we called it. We've only built one. We've been talking about maybe building another one this winter, but I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do. But
Yeah, wow, that's awesome, man. So you and your dad built that. I
yep,
mean, from the ground up,
from the ground up, and I welded everything on
the
it.
frame
And
up.
we had a guy. We can only bend inch and a half, but the roll cage is inch and three quarters. So we had a Dimentrock Fabrication bend it up for us, and he did a great job on that. And he's obviously been pretty good help for us, and helping us out with that. And I can't help him or thank him enough for that.
Yeah, man, that's a sweet looking car. I mean, it is. I like seeing it every time I come up there to Moet, man. And so you are 929
Yes.
and your brother's 292.
Yeah, yeah, he come up with that. Well, basically when I started riding dirt bikes. Uh, Three-digit numbers are real big in dirt bikes, and he was 29, and then he put a two after it, and then whenever I started racing, he basically just flopped them around, and that's how I got my number. So
Okay. Okay.
some people say,
So
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So some people obviously they think it's number nine, and then the 29 means something different, but it's 929. But yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, because I mean, it looks like going down the track. If you're up in the stands, it looks like 9 and then 29. Yeah,
hmm
for your brother. But I mean, I've been up close, so I know.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
what kind of power do you have in yours?
It's basically me and my dad built it. It's a 350 Chevy with a crank and a 430 lift cam and some aftermarket heads. Really, there's not a whole lot to them. They probably make around 320 to 350 horsepower. They're not putting out a whole bunch, but I mean it's enough to get you down the track pretty good.
Is that standard for Midwest mods,
For
horsepower
Midwest
wise?
mods, yeah, we have a 430 lift cam rule, and you have to pull 15 inches of vacuum at 1,000 RPM, and you have to have four valve relief hyperprotective pistons, and you can't have any, basically hardly anything done to them. They're pretty much supposed to be an economy class.
I gotcha. Let me ask you about that vacuum thing. I heard a guy down at I think it was Crawford County uh, talking about they have a vacuum rule. What is? Do you know exactly what that means?
Yeah, so basically, what the vacuum is, it pulls air through the air cleaner, and that's your vacuum. And there's a little port on the carburetor, and they'll stick a gauge on there, and it goes from like 1 to 20 or 25 or something like that. And at 1,000 RPMs, you're supposed to pull it's supposed to pull 15 inches of vacuum. And if you don't go past that mark or at least hits 15, they'll disqualify you because it basically is showing your motor is too big.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. And
that's
that's
what.
something they can check you out and check
Yeah,
after a
yeah,
race.
it's fairly easy to check that, and then they'll scope the motors pretty good. You'll take a spark plug out, and they'll stick a camera in your spark plug hole to see what pistons you have. And some they make two valve relief and four valve relief pistons, and you're supposed to have the four valve relief pistons. So
Have you been checked like that a lot?
yeah, they check them actually quite a bit.
Okay.
Um, they check. I don't know. They probably scope them. I don't know, once every couple months or so.
Huh. All right. And so do you, I I know your brother said, do you race anywhere besides Monette, or are you just at Monette also?
I'm just at Monette this year, honestly. I was going to travel around quite a bit and try to hit like Arrowhead and Nevada and Springfield and like rotate every weekend. And then uh, I started doing well in the points, and pretty much just decided to start running Monette from there.
Yeah,
Uh,
you've been pretty consistent. I mean,
yeah,
right?
I haven't been terrible. There's been nights I've struggled a little bit. Like last Friday night, I started first and finished fifth, which obviously is not great, but it's not terrible either.
So where are you sitting in the points?
I'm 6 points. I'm sitting second. I'm 6 points out of the lead right now.
Are you really? Well, that's
So
awesome, man.
not too bad. I've just been trying to maintenance as much as I can to keep from having DNFs. So that's what'll get you. So
Yeah. So you're getting NASCAR points up there, right?
yeah, yep. NASCAR points. I think the B mods are the ones that mainly because there's Division One, Two, Three, and Four. B mods are Division One. We're Division Two, and I think like the Hornets and Pure Stocks are three and four. Um, I think it's the B mods. They get track points for Salina High Bank Speedway and Monette. So I think Mitch Keeter, he's like sitting like sixth or seventh in the national points. And I think if you
Okay.
win that, you get like I think it's $15,000 or something like that if you win the whole national thing. It's a pretty neat
Okay.
deal. So
Does that add something to your purse? Like, is that just an end of the year thing, or does it add anything to your purse, like
it doesn't
per
add
race?
anything to the first. It just an end of the year thing.
Okay,
So
I
I
gotcha.
think it's $2,000 for the B mods to win the championship, and it's 1,000 to win the Midwest mods. So it's not, it's pretty. I mean, for the end of the year, it's good money. I mean, it'll pay for a new body and wrap, so it'll go
Yeah.
along.
I mean, how important are sponsors to what you do? It's
Sponsor,
probably pretty important in it.
it's pretty important. I fund quite a bit of it myself, but sponsors, it definitely takes a big load off of you because, I mean, like Eminem Audio, they're great, great people, and they've been a huge help over the last 3 years for me and Kyle, and same with Comer's Auto Express and everybody else on my car. I mean, I honestly probably couldn't do it without them. But like just what money they give me, it goes a long ways for the year and for the season.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Monette, probably your home track.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's about 45 minutes from the house, so it's pretty close.
so how do you like the track? I mean, is it your favorite track that you've run on?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I like different tracks. I don't like really running the same track every weekend. I do like I like driving different tracks, like going to Nevada and even Arrowhead and Springfield. Springfield gets super tricky sometimes, and Nevada it gets tricky also. And I think it just personally makes me better as a driver whenever I travel around, and that's mainly what I was trying to do this year. But obviously, circumstances changed.
Yeah,
So
I've heard of that happening before. I mean,
yeah,
people talking about, hey, I don't want to run points. I don't want to do that. And then all of a sudden, they're like, well, okay, we're doing pretty good.
yeah, yeah. I purposely missed the first race this year for that reason, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then here I am. So
You're still in it.
yeah, I don't know how, but I'm still in it.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
How many races you got left there?
I think they race till the end of September, so maybe 8 or 10 more.
Okay. I mean, are
Uh,
you feeling pretty good about your chances of winning that?
I think so. As long as I don't break or nothing stupid happens, I think I'll be okay. I've just got to finish every race and go from there. Don't have nothing
Yep.
fail.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've heard people say that they don't like point racing. They want to go out there and just go all out, try to win the race.
Yeah.
So, are you the same way? Would you like to be able to just go all out, or do you anyway?
I mean, I want to win, but I mean, there's nights you can't, and it's
You're
circumstances.
not,
But
you're not
uh,
pushing it.
no, I mean, like the other night, I got in a wreck under caution, and I basically just went into damage control. I mean, the point situation was in the back of my mind, and I went into damage control and basically finished the best I could for with what I had. So, I mean, it was in the back of my mind. And I could have probably went a little bit harder and maybe got him a spot or two, but it just wasn't worth it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your what's the furthest you've been away from Joplin racing?
Like how far I traveled,
Yeah.
I went up to Lucas Oil Speedway. That or Humboldt, in Humboldt, Kansas. That's about the farthest I've went. So about 2 hours.
Yeah, and I know Lucas is nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I know for a fact it is. Humboldt, I don't know anything about. Is that a
Uh,
pretty nice facility?
from what I remember, yeah, it's a really nice facility. I haven't been there since 2019, but yeah, it's a really nice racetrack, and they call it a bull ring for a reason. It's small.
Yeah.
It races
Is it
small.
really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you would think you'd be able to drive off in the corner and drive way off in there, but you have to let off the gas about just past the flag stand. So it's a unique racetrack from what I remember.
And you've raced at Arrowhead?
I raced at Arrowhead once this year. I want to go back maybe towards the end of the year if they have another couple more races.
Yeah,
That's
that track, man. Whew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I like it better than Lucas Oil.
yeah, it's
Um,
it's a really nice facility.
fan wise, the racing is really good.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got a nice facility, nice pits, all that, and then you've got that smaller track that just. I mean, man, I've seen some really good racing at that place.
yeah. Smaller racetracks tend for better racing because, like on bigger racetracks, aerodynamic come into factor. And once you get out in clean area, and even at Monette, I can tell it's like not really like driving a completely different race car, but you can definitely tell when you're out in clean air, it helps. And like on smaller racetracks, stuff like that really doesn't matter. So it makes for a better race, I think personally.
Yeah. How much do aerodynamics come into play for your car?
Uh, I don't honestly really know that much because I mean I haven't stuck my car in a wind tunnel or anything crazy like
Right.
that.
Oh, yeah, I
But
got you.
we put spoilers on them 2 years ago, and I've noticed a big difference since then. Like I used to be able to follow up behind somebody going in the corner, and you could turn with them, like even if you're on their back bumper. But now I think the spoilers are taking a little bit of air off the noses, and if you follow too close to them, you won't really. I mean, you'll make the corner, but you'll shove up the racetrack a little bit. So it definitely I think has changed them a little bit.
Yeah. I just didn't know, I know it's a massive deal in like the late model
Hmm.
world, the aerodynamics. I just didn't know in modifieds how big a role it played.
Yeah, I think
And I'm
A
sure
mods.
that depends on how big a track you're on too. But I mean, 3/8 I mean, it's an aerodynamic
Yeah,
track, right?
yeah, most definitely. Like on the A mods, I think they have a bigger problem with it with aerodynamics, and I think I've heard of people rumors and stuff of people trying to do stuff to help with aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Some
crazy.
tricks, some
Hmm.
tricks.
I don't know exactly what they're doing. I wish I did.
So, what lap time are you running around, Monette?
The fastest I've seen this year was an 18.0, 18 flat. I think the
In a
fastest I've run
Midwest
last
mod?
week, yeah, in a Midwest mod, and
Okay.
that's really fast. That's probably the fastest one I've ever seen around there. I think my best lap's probably like an 18.2 or something like that. So
Okay.
we're going
So,
around there pretty fast.
do you know what an A mod runs around it? Off chance? An idea?
I would have to look. I'd say somewhere in the low 17s,
Okay.
about a second to half a second, probably faster on a fast
Okay.
racetrack. So
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
it's a little
Yeah.
faster. I don't exactly know.
Um, I just didn't, I'm trying to figure out the differences in all these
Hmm.
because I know there's Midwest, I know there's limited somewhere, and I think somebody said, or not limited, X mods.
X mods, yeah, that's basically a B mod, is what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to figure all that stuff out. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
somebody that's been away from the sport for a long time, it's kind of like factory stocks. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, exactly. And factory stock, pure
I, s-
stock, Cooper stocks, there's a bunch of
I
different
just
ones.
messed up because I said factory stock. I should have just said stock. I mean, but even that's
Yeah.
something, right?
That's,
USRA stocks.
yeah,
So,
it's crazy.
yeah. And I guess it's just all, I know I talked to the people in at Crawford County and they said they do not run Midwest mods down there.
No, they only run B mods down there. Midwest mods are
And
mainly bigger around here in Joplin and Springfield and stuff like that.
is there like somewhere else in the country, is there something that's comparative to it?
IMCA Northern Sport mods are pretty close. And I think there's a couple other maybe sanctioning bodies that have them. I think USRA has one. I think they call them like uh econo mods or something like that's what they call
Okay.
them. So they're pretty close. But I
So
don't
for
exactly
some
remember the name.
so for someone who doesn't know, then the Midwest mod, is it like an entry level
It's supposed
into
to be,
mods?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to be, but I mean, it's kind of got a little out of hand if you want to personally be honest. But uh, yeah, it's supposed to be an entry level class, and then there's B mods, and then there's A mods. Um, I mean, the only reason, honestly, why I'm still running Midwest mods is because it's the only thing I can personally afford myself.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I know it's super expensive
yeah,
to
it's
go out
not just
and buy a chassis and then put a motor in it. I mean, what's the difference in motor between you and a B mod?
um. Last I knew, a B mod motor from Engine Builder, it was $18,500, and I think mine was to build mine personally. I think it was around 6,500 to 7 grand or something
Wow.
like that. Yeah, so there's a big jump there.
Yeah. I mean, that is a big jump. But the cubic inches aren't, the actual cubic inch isn't a huge jump, right? Because are they
No,
capped out at 360?
yeah, yeah, they're capped out at
Okay. That's what I
360s.
thought.
And we're capped out. We can run 360s too, but they can run a little bit better rods and part. They can run some better parts in them that create more horsepower.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of Yeomans.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of Yeoman engines in those B mods. It's, down south here, especially
Yeah.
tri-state for Crawford County and stuff like that. So yeah, that's I know factory stocks even. I mean, I've heard people say they can go upwards of $40,000 for a factory stock or a
Yeah.
stock car. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just golly,
It gets
just
way out of hand real quick.
The average Joe on the street. Like if I wanted to go get one, not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's taken me years to get what I have. It's hasn't all just come overnight, that's for sure. It's taken a while to get what I have.
Yeah, and I try to on here a lot. I try to tell folks who may not know anything about dirt track racing how much hard
Mhm.
work you guys put into doing this. You go out and work regular jobs during the day. You come home at night. I know you said you're going to have a little bit of a break here
Mhm.
coming up, but that probably doesn't happen very often for you. You
It
come home at
depends on the
night.
weekend. Yeah, it depends on the weekend. Like a couple weeks ago when I got tore up, I think because I always try to wash on Saturday. That'll take me about 2 hours, and then like if I just maintenance that throughout the week, by the time I grind tires and check bolts and do stuff like that, it's probably another 2 or 3 hours. So it's about 5 hours a week if I don't tear nothing up. But last week I bet I put 10 or 12 hours in it, fixing it. Maybe
After your normal job.
after my normal job. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's basically a part-time job and sometimes even a full-time job after you get off work.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I know. I know you guys put in a lot of hard work to go put on a good show for fans, doing
Hmm.
what you love to do. I
Yeah.
mean, I greatly appreciate it, and I do. I mean, I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Yeah.
watching you guys out there tearing it up, man.
Yeah, and through the week, it's really not that hard. But people say races are won in the shop, and they really are. Like
Yeah,
throughout the
I've heard
wintertime,
that a lot.
I mean, that's where the work's at. You got to put a brand new body on it. You got to wrap them. You got to maintenance your stuff and rebuild motors, freshen them up, and it that's where the hours are put in is throughout the wintertime. But
Let
luckily,
me
you're not.
ask. Let me ask you
Go.
this question real quick.
Uh-huh.
I've had people ask me about this. So, what standard wrap Joe, average Joe off the street, if he wanted to go buy a wrap for his car, what would they average expect to pay?
It depends on what you get. So, like, if you do like the overlay, like the blue, I don't know if you can see it on your camera or not, but like
Yeah, I
the
can see
chrome
it.
number, the chrome overlay, th those are extra because they can't just print those, so they have to use different material. But that's quite a bit extra. But if you just get a wrap for a full wrap, just like I have, it's probably anywhere from $400 to $600, anywhere from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
So.
some reason, I had it in my head they were like $1,500.
No, I think maybe late models are a little bit more, but I've never heard of one being that much. No.
Do you put on your own wrap, or do you have somebody put it on for you, like the place that does it?
Me and well, it's actually me, my dad, and my brother. We put them on ourselves. It's just saves a little bit of money.
How
But
detail oriented do you have to be to get that wrap on there right?
very. If it's if it's hot, it makes for a fun time because it starts getting real loose and real wrinkly, and it's
Oh
really easy
man.
to bubble them up.
Oh
So,
man. If you mess up if you mess them up, can you like take it back off and redo it?
yeah, well, you can take it off, but it stretches them out. You gotta be careful with them. Uh,
Okay.
but like I think there's like little cross hatches in. You'd have to see it in person to know what it is, but there's like little cross hatches in it, and like if you get a pretty good sized bubble in it, you can either take an X-Acto knife and cut it and push it out, or that
Oh, I
stuff
gotcha.
it lets the air bubbles out of it, and it works really good to get the
What
bubbles.
is the average time for you to put a wrap on that thing?
I think we can put one on in about 2 hours.
Okay. All
two
right.
hours just sticking it on, and then maybe another hour going over the popper rivets and trimming everything off. So it's not terribly bad.
Did you design your wrap?
Actually, I went off of Devin Moran's car this year. I
Okay.
Yeah, so I switched it up and I went with I think he had a chrome number and he didn't have the overlaid blue, so I told him to do the overlaid blue in chrome. And I think it looks pretty good, but
It
yeah,
does.
normally I'll kind of look at like the late model guys and just normally get an idea of what I want and
Now,
go
are you
from.
a Devin Moran fan?
Yeah, I like watching Devin Moran. He's pretty good.
He
That
is
and
good.
Davenport and Thornton, I like watching them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they are good. You know what? I met both of those except Moran. And
Really?
Ricky Thornton, he's a super nice guy. I met him always running around with his kids and stuff.
Yeah.
We
Devin
we were
Moran
at the
was
drink.
actually
Go ahead.
Devin Moran was actually testing at Monette right before the Show Me 100, I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was at he. There's a if you scroll back on there, I think it was their Facebook page. Yeah, he was there testing
Ah,
one night.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with Jeff. I did
Yeah,
not know that.
yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
it was
that,
there until
man.
he posted on Facebook that night. That was pretty cool.
Man, Jeff keeping that stuff under wraps. Probably till after it was over, right?
Yeah, yeah, they probably got
Yeah,
to keep it quiet. So
he probably had to.
yeah.
Probably had to or something. But yeah, but we went to the Dream this year, and
Mhm.
I don't remember which night it was. We went back into the pits because you know Tim Culp,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah, I know that is.
the guy from Arkansas. He was running up there, and
Yeah.
we headed back there. I wanted to go talk to him, and we were coming back, and my brother-in-law was with me, and he's like, "Oh, look at those little kids over there trying to pick up those huge, like massive chunks of clay." And I said, "Yep."
Yeah.
I said, "That's Ricky Thornton Jr.'s kids," and it was.
Yeah.
It was his
Oh,
boys, and his boys were out there messing with clay. And then they walked up the stands, and we actually had to go out that way. That's where we were parked. And I asked him, I said, "Hey man, can we get a picture with you and stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Super
yeah.
nice guy.
That's awesome.
Super nice guy.
I've never met him personally. I actually hardly ever really met any super late model drivers. But
That and I met Davenport. He wasn't super friendly. I met
really,
my wife. My wife said I interrupted him while he was eating a sandwich. So
oh yeah,
he may have been mad at me. But I asked Thornton Jr.'s wife, I said, "Hey, uh, I'm starting a podcast. You think Ricky would come on?" And she said, "Nope."
no
She
podcast.
said, "No podcast." She said, "If you did yours, you have to do everybody's today having it." I
Yeah,
said, "Okay." It was worth a shot.
yeah, that'd get old. Because I'm sure if we did one, everybody'd be calling him up
Oh
and bugging
yeah, yeah. I'm sure. Those guys, but hey, those guys get enough attention.
Oh yeah, yeah, they get a lot of
Yeah,
attention. It's
yeah, they do.
probably another full time job, just hanging out with fans and
Yes,
signing autographs.
yeah. It's got to be. I mean, and keep. I mean, I know a couple of them keep up with their own social media, like some of it,
Yeah,
and it's got to be tough even to do that.
yeah. You. I mean, at that level, I would think you'd almost have to have somebody run around with you and
Yeah,
doing everything for you, or have somebody
yeah.
from home doing it.
I need some unpaid interns myself.
Yeah,
My kids.
yeah.
That's what I call my kids, my unpaid interns.
I'm
And
taking.
they scattered when they started getting really busy. It's like I'd never find them. Never come to the race, never help me out. And I'm trying to keep up with everything and I can't remember anything. And,
Mhm.
oh, I forgot to turn my mic on.
Yeah.
Something,
Oh
there's
yeah.
always something.
I'm bad about forgetting stuff also.
Well, Garrett, do you have any sponsors you want to thank before we get off here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dowdy's Towing, National Repair Center, Peterson Motorsports, Backcountry Taxidermy, Comer's Auto Express, um, the Feather Factory. They're a great duck hunting outfit in Nevada. M&M Audio, great people also for me and Kyle. If you need any audio needs, go there. They'll hook you up with audio or tent, whatever you need. Seacox Auto Sales, and then I can't thank my dad and my mom enough for helping me out.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I know I asked Kyle this earlier. Do you guys have any t-shirts yet?
We do not yet, but we do have
Okay.
hats. So,
Okay. Well, cool. That's cool. And if somebody wants one, can they get it from you from Facebook or they need to show up at the track?
yeah. Either or, you can get them on Facebook or at the track. You can check out Thompson Brothers Racing on Facebook, and
Okay.
then
And I'll link that in the description
yep,
with
that'll
your
work.
social media. All
That
right.
will
Well,
work.
man, Garrett, thanks for coming on here and talking to me, man. This has been fun.
Yep, it's been real fun. I'm glad you
Uh,
had me on.
hey, man, I enjoyed it. No joke. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome. No problem.